What scares you? I remember being a teenager and grown-ups would ask me, what are you going to do after graduation? I didn't have a clue. The future scared me. Are you like that? I thought maybe I should be a doctor. I have the handwriting for it, but the requirements were more stringent than that. What scares you most? Be honest. There are plenty of phobias out there. There's arachidobacterophobia. Do you know what that is? Fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth. Do you have this phobia? My dog does. We have a little Shih Tzu Maltese dog that costs us about $100, $100 per brain cell. It costs us $300, $100 per brain cell. We like this dog, but it hides and shakes in a thunderstorm. I'm sure there's a name for that too. Fear can be a healthy thing. For some, fear of jail is the beginning of wisdom. Fear of lung cancer helped a friend of mine kick a pack-a-day habit. Fear of licking metal doorknobs in the winter has kept my tongue intact since that fateful January day when my older brother Tim said, "Hey, Phil, come here, try this." Ha! Has any culture experienced more fear and paranoia than ours? Recently, I've been warned that we should never combine shrimp and vitamin C. This causes death. Avoid sitting on hotel bedspreads or opening a public bathroom door without using a paper towel. Only hold your cell phone to your left ear. Right ear usage directly affects the brain. That's what they told me. The only benefits of fear and paranoia that I can think of are high blood pressure, irritability, itchiness, heartburn, and late nights. When the Moscow Circus came to New York, a fearless and beautiful lion tamer performed this astonishing feat. She walked into the cage of a fierce lion and headed straight toward the lion. Well, this lion humbly wrapped its paws around her and nuzzled her with affection as the crowd thundered its approval. All except for one farmer who hollered, "What's so great about that? Anyone can do that." The ringmaster laughed. "If you'd like to try, step into the cage," he said. The farmer replied, "Sure, but first get that lion out of there." If you're climbing over a zoo fence late at night, healthy fear is a good thing. But fear can give small things big shadows. It can pull the joy from our lives, can it? Laugh? How can we when we're fearing that next round of layoffs or fearing the future? Fear of terrorism is on the rise. Loneliness, flying, sickness, death, deep water, money problems, bad health. Public speaking is a huge one. Some fear string, that's linonophobia, or the great mole rat, that's zemophobia. Honest, I'm not making that up. I think we'd agree. Few things smother our joy like fear. As a kid, I lived in terror that my parents were going to be killed in a car accident. It paralyzed my ability to enjoy lunch and recess and food and life in general. One day, I spied a picture by my mom's bed. Actually, it was my parents' bed. They shared a bed. But it was a Bible verse from the prophet Isaiah, 26th chapter. This is what it says: "You will keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you because he trusts in you." Those were some of the first words that I ever read, but I'm just beginning to understand them. Each time I strap myself into an airplane or lie awake wondering about tomorrow, I must remember to be a doer, not a stewer. To fix my mind on a God who is entirely trustworthy. To cast all my care on the one who hears our prayers, knows our needs, and promises his presence. Fear paralyzes, trust mobilizes. Fear sidelines, trust strengthens. Is there something that you're living in dread of today? Trust in God to give you peace. Peace always leads to joy. God's word to you today is from Isaiah 41:10. "Don't be afraid, for I am with you. Don't be discouraged, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you." Fear can be good, but for the most part, it's as useless as mud flaps on a turtle. So I'm going to go make myself a peanut butter sandwich, and then I'll see if my dog wants some.